about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
And welcome to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 99.1 KWYW and WYO Today Media's YouTube page. It is the best and baddest small school rivalry in the state of Wyoming. It is the Shoshoni Wranglers, Wind River Cougars squaring off in Shoshoni. It is homecoming weekend here for the Wranglers, and boy, are they looking to get a little revenge from last year. We always say Wind River not built to come back. But boy, did they ever last year, coming back from down 21-0 to win the game late, just part of a 28-0 run that they went on, and boy, was it exciting. This is Kevin Shields, your voice of the game of the week. I'm joined by junior cameraman Declan. He shall remain junior for at least 1 year. And, of course, Marshall Whitaker. Marshall, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great, Kevin. Looking forward to what is going to be an exciting game. I know you and I have both been looking forward to this all week long.
Absolutely. It is a game I look forward to each and every year. Wind River, of course, will be out in their Northwestern-like garb. They are in the white with the either purple or dark navy, or I'm colorblind, so help me out here, Marshall.
Hey, I'm in the same boat you are. I think that's we're gonna go with a.
Well, Leanne can text us. She knows Wind River well.
There you go.
It looks like the Northwestern Wildcats, though, and Shoshoni in.
Something else.
Yeah, something else. Declan, if you'll pan to send the camera to your right. They're in black and blue helmets as is normal, and then I can't tell if that's red, orange, manila. I can't really tell, but they're in something
pink,
else.
Salmon, pink.
Okay, we'll go. Declan, junior cameraman Declan saying it's pink. So if he's wrong, that'll be $8.
That's right.
But we're looking forward to it. This is a game circled all year long. Of course, we don't know a whole lot about both of these teams. They both played some tough schedules. Wind River, of course, starting out the season 0-3, but much like last year, Marshall started with some of the bigger powers in 1A9 man, and they're still looking to build back from that state runner-up team 2 years ago.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to see them last week really kind of play their style of football as they were able to overcome Wyoming Indian. But, it's definitely still trying to kind of find their identity and really kind of master what they do best, which is run the ball some more, and then when all else fails, run the ball.
Well, we've been chastised, by the way. It is purple. For gosh sakes, according to Leanne. That's a direct quote.
Perfect.
And then it is pink for breast cancer awareness. Good grief. So, okay, well, we're colorblind. I could tell it was Shoshoni. And all for the cause. It's just an interesting look with black and blue.
Yeah.
Especially with black kind of shoulders and across the top of the back. So, of course, Shoshoni losing last year to Wind River in a game where kind of everybody on paper, including myself, said, well, Shoshoni should have the edge here. So we're not going to say there's an edge with this one. It is going to definitely be a battle of two contrasting styles.
Yes.
Wind River, wing tee, option, would prefer, while they did throw the ball quite a bit, season high for them by far against Wyoming Indian. They're a team that likes to throw the ball kind of like the United States Naval Academy likes to throw the ball, and that's not at all.
Yeah.
They only averaged, going into last week, they only had about 1.6-ish receptions per game, and they only threw the ball like 2 or 3 times. I mean, so the percentage wasn't bad. They just don't want to do it. They want to establish the run, and they want to do so behind 2 stud running backs, and, of course, that being, and I'm trying to pull it up here, Jeffrey Rushing and Ben Snyder.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Jeffrey Rushing in both games we've called for Wind River this year break the century mark, and last week the only thing that really stopped him was the fact that he kept hitting the end zone. He scored 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 in the air, in just about every 2-point conversion you could imagine. And then Ben Snyder definitely got that speed ability to get to the outside and to really make some guys miss once he has a little room. Once he gets to the outside, he can be dangerous and gone with some very, very strong breakaway speed. So, yeah, we're definitely there to see some running diversity with that Thunder and Lightning backfield that Wind River is bringing into the arena tonight.
Of course, when quarterback Tanner Walker does throw, he is a threat on the ground, obviously. When he does throw, he's usually looking for Kai Alatini.
Yeah.
Kai would probably like to use this in a rivalry game, if they do have to throw the ball, a little bit of a get-right. Because against Wyoming Indian, he dropped 2 short touchdowns. Had a good game overall. Just the drops really got him. I don't think he was used to being that open. The thing is, because they just kept getting behind the Chiefs secondary.
That's it.
That will not happen today. And that won't happen in part because of stud coverage guy plus stud wide receiver, Oakley Hicks, number 1 in Shoshoni's program and number 1 in their hearts. Tall, lanky, fast and strong. He's going to cause some problems potentially for the Wind River secondary. Of course, Caden Kissling, the quarterback, and an interesting quarterback in the fact that he's dual threat. He can run and he can throw. And when we saw Lingle Fort Laramie come in here in that just heartbreaking loss for the Wranglers, they were able to shut down his brother Carson and shut down Brody Shepard. And so it relied on Caden Kissling to be about 85 and 90% of the offense. So it'll be interesting to see. There's a lot of things that come into play for this, and it's contrasting style, more balanced, but comfortable with 60-40 throw.
Yeah.
Shoshone. Wind River, they're not comfortable with 95-5,
No.
much less anything greater than that, and that'll kind of key into one of our keys to the game here. When we return, it will be just that time. It'll be time for the Ranger Keys to the game here on 991 KWYW, The Heat. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports, where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. I just realized I didn't have the pregame graphic up this whole time. So, bad, Kevin.
Happens to the best of us. Declan said $8.
Yeah, okay. Leanne also said she can't hold her hands.
I saw that.
Yeah. So, she'll be our guest tomorrow on Friday Sports Live. I'm just kidding. So, welcome back here on 99.1 KWYW. We're going to jump right into the keys to the game portion of the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. And it kind of goes without saying, we'll go ahead and get the one that could be every single game out of the way. Turnovers.
Yeah.
Both teams have shown a propensity at times to lay the ball on the ground. For Shoshoni, it's been in wins and losses, and they just cannot do that today. In part because Wind River is going to shorten the game clockwise. They're going to look to run the ball. Now, they may not accomplish that. If they run for 80-yard touchdowns, they won't shorten the game, and I'm sure they'd be fine with it. But they are going to make every possession count as they chew up clock with just their natural offense. So both team ball security is first and foremost. But as they say, styles make fights.
Yep.
And this is going to be whoever can, on offense specifically, instill their will in their teammates and then execute it and make the other team play the way they want to play, the way that Shoshoni wants to play, make Wind River play that way or vice versa. That's going to go a long way in determining this game.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. For Shoshone, I kind of hinge this on two guys that are a little different when we talk about the normal players. But the first one is a guy they call Big Mike, who is their center. When Shoshone has played well, their line play has been better than the other teams. And a big part of that is because Big Mike doesn't let much get past him. If we're calling his name a lot because he's getting beat, Shoshone's offense is going to suffer. The other one on the defensive side is Carlos Marufo. If we're calling his name because he is constantly on the ball throughout the entire game, their defense is doing exactly what it plans to do. Slow things up, give their guys time to get there, make those gang tackles, keep the yardage short, and get the ball back on 3 and outs. And if those two guys are a part of the process as we're going through the game tonight, Shoshone is going to be in pretty much control as they go. The other side of that, when we look at Wind River, if we're calling Bubba's name, Jeffrey Bubba Rushing, if we're calling his name a lot and it's followed by 4, 5, 6 as the numbers, then Wind River's offense is doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Well, and that's going to be a key defensively for Shoshone. Shoshone, not big, especially in the defensive back five. They gang tackle extremely well. They're going to have to get off their blocks because one-on-one, even though they are 1-3, I like Jeffrey Rushing's attempts. One-on-one is going to be a tough, tall ask. Yeah. And conversely, even though people go, well, Shoshone like to play a little faster, more bounce, there is a danger there if Wind River scores first, let's say, and amount of time comes off and the Shoshone scores real quick because you don't want to put your defense out there.
Yep.
So can Shoshone at times may have to, especially if they get down at all, they may have to run kind of a balance, and you don't want to take, once you get at the line of scrimmage, the foot off the gas, so to speak. You don't, because that's when mistakes happen.
Yeah.
So how can the coaches work, almost where the players don't even notice that it's happening? Work getting the play in a little bit later, giving the defense, especially considering these guys, most of them, if not all of them, play at least some fashion of both ways.
Absolutely. And when you look at the key players, especially for Shoshone, they're all going both ways. Both of the Kissling boys, Oakley Hicks, those guys are going both ways throughout the entire game. They're never off the field. And if the defense is having to play, 15, 20, 25 additional plays because of the speed of the offense, that's a great way for Wind River to really start to impose their will offensively on the defense as they tire out.
Well, and it's particularly important on the turnovers when you look at Caden Kissling. He's got to do his job. He's got to play it at a high level. But one of the things I was talking with some of the coaches here and stuff like that, some of the people here at Shoshone, is you're hyper-focused because of what happened last year, and it's homecoming, and it's your arch rival. But you don't want to be so focused that you're tight.
Yeah.
Where you try and do too much. When you start to try and do other guys' jobs or make up for a missed assignment, that's when you start to get really in trouble. It turns that busted play from, it's busted play 8-9 yards into 20, 30, 40 gone.
Yeah.
And Caden Kissling has got to make sure that when he transitions, because he likes to throw on the run, when he brings that ball into his right hand to look down the field, that it's secure first and foremost, because that's where a lot of his fumbles have occurred. For Wind River, it's real simple. It may be hard to execute, but it's a real simple strategy. They can ill afford to get behind. And mind you, I'm saying that when they got behind, and everybody was saying that last year, and then they came all the way back.
Yeah.
That was lightning in a bottle, a great game. I don't think it can happen 2 years in a row, but who knows? They are not built to come from behind, especially if they get behind by 17 or more, or 16 or more. 16, still 2-point conversion, still at 17, 3 scores, starts to really push this team. Well, they're getting ready to do the national anthem. When we return, it will be time for the Arapahoe First starting lineups here on WYO Today. And 99.1 KWYW, say it with me, the Heat.
When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoniRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. Before we jump into the Rapo first starting lineup, we've got an honorary starter, Gavin Ray Knigge, 16, number 64 for Shoshoni, mainly a JV player.
Yeah.
Passed away this past Saturday in a car accident. So heavy hearts at Shoshoni. They're honoring him with his jersey hung up here. For those who may be interested, there is a celebration of life at 11 a.m. This coming Sunday, October 5th, at Shoshoni High School Gymnasium. We're going to go right back to one commercial because I don't feel like getting too hyped up after announcing that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be right back with your Rapo first starting lineups here on WYO Today.
With the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Shoshoni High School Wrangler.
And welcome back to the Rapo first starting lineups here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show. First for the visitors from Wind River, the Cougars. The Wind River Cougars, coached by Rod Frederick, Kyle Hunter, and Troy Anderson. Number 4, a sophomore, Tanner Walker. Number 5, a senior, Holden Yates. Number 11, a senior, Jeffrey Strock. Number 13, a senior, Ben Snyder. Number 24, a junior, Jeffrey Bubba Rushing. Number 30, a senior, Kai Alatini. Number 51, senior, Troy Titsup. Number 52, a senior, Logan Jensen. And number 56, a senior, Isaiah Remackle. For the Shoshoni Wranglers, coached by head coach Tony Trumpler, assisted by Jody Good, Drew Paragoy, Toby Wood, and J.J. Pingetzer. It'll be number 1, senior, Oakley Hicks. Number 5, a senior, Corbin Brown. Number 8, a junior, Caden Kissling. Number 9, a senior, Carson Kissling. Number 10, a junior, Brody Shepard. Number 11, a junior, Cameron Eater. Number 44, a senior, Caden Bridger. Number 61, a senior, Michael Wiezeski, And number 87, a junior, Carlos Marufo. We'll be right back with the kickoff here on WYO Today.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
And welcome back. It is time to get things underway in the best and baddest small school rivalry in the state of Wyoming. It is Wind River versus Shoshoni. Coin toss going on now. I think this is the first one we actually have witnessed where we're paying attention. Wind River, of course, the guest team will be calling it. Looks like they've already decided which team's going which direction, which is a bit weird because usually that's after the toss. But toss is up in there, and Wind River has won it. It looks like, I'm guessing they're going to defer, but yeah, because they're allowing Shoshoni to pick where they're going to, which way they're going to go. They're going to go, the Wranglers are left to right on your radio dial. Wind River is going to receive, actually, and that's actually, to me, a smart move to go ahead and get this offense started. So it'll be Cougars ball here to start things off. And from what we saw last week, first and foremost for Wind River, nothing more than catch the kick.
Absolutely. Got to make the catch, secure the ball before you start to try to run with it. There's a lot of opportunity here on the kickoff. We've seen Shoshoni be a little bit susceptible to losing some lane integrity, but you have to make the catch first.
You know, the funny part is Leanne sent back at the studio telling us to pay Declan double and stuff like that. Doesn't realize I don't think he's on the group text. So
nope, not a bit.
We could just tell him whatever we want.
Yeah.
Declan, Leanne said you're not a nice person. I'll stick up for you. No, I'm just kidding, folks. And it is teed up here. Well, it's not teed up. It's about to be teed up. Kicking off will be the junior place kicker, Colby Brink. Back to receive will be, I'm guessing, the normal guys that they have back there, number 6 and number 3. Well, no, is that number 3? It is. It's Braxton Dow. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's.
And Eli Hill are back to receive.
So we watched them run the ball some last week late in the game, but we haven't seen them back on the return side. So this is a little different look than what we've had.
And that may be they just secure the ball the best. Because Wind River, with the offense they run, field position, it's important, don't get me wrong, short fields are great. But on a kickoff situation, the 10 versus the 15, you just got to kick, get it. And there is the kick. And it's going to be on the ground and into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cougars will start going right to left on your radio dial at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, Colby did an excellent job of putting that one hard and low, and, you know, there's no running one back when it rolls all the way right through the end zone like that.
And what we've seen with Wind River field and punts, kicks, whatnot, probably not a bad idea. If you can't get it, just let it go. Now, if it's going to roll to the one, that's a risk you kind of take. But you definitely, Wind River cannot afford to turn the ball over. Shoshoni can't afford to turn the ball over, and especially not inside the Shoshoni red zone.
Absolutely. If you start giving them the ball there on those kind of gimme point situations, it creates a whole different dynamic for the game early and often.
So Walker in the wing tee, snap. He's going to hand it off to guess who? Bubba Rushing, who will gain about 2 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Bubba out running between the tackles there and really just trying to find a way to muscle his way through and pick up a few quick yards. That's what we're going to see. And Bubba can take the rock 30 times in the game and can drive it down the field if they'll just let him, and he's able to get a couple of missed tackles along the way.
Breaking the huddle, of course, coming out in that familiar wing tee, Bubba Rushing in the backfield. And it looks like, I'm not sure that was a busted play or not. It looks like Tanner Walker maybe kept it. Let's see here. He's going to get up, and he's going to gain. I don't think the ball marker has not spotted right because he's past the 25, and they've got him down significantly more than that. So it's going to be a gain of a nice little gain of about 4 or 5. It'll set up 3rd and 3, and that's what Wind River wants to be in, 3rd and manageable.
Absolutely.
Wing T formation, Rushing in the backfield again, in motion, and they're going to hand it off to Rushing, and he's going to just bust right through for a gain of 3. Call it 7, actually.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Bubba Rushing can be gang tackled, but he's not going to be arm tackled by some of these undersized backfield players.
Gets all the way to the 34.
And that's going to create a...
Oh, yes, a Wind River Realty. First down. Hey, I forgot all about that for a second. So breaking the huddle, exactly what they want to do. They've already marked off a minute and a half. They've ran 3 plays in motion. They're going to hand it to guess who? Bubba Rushing. And he is going to get right close to 5. We'll call it 5 for him.
Yeah.
Nah, it's going to be a little bit short. We'll call it 4.5. It'll set up 2nd and 6, and they are perfectly content with this. They've got a young man over there doing the ball spotter. We want him to move a little faster.
Yeah, he's learning the art and craft of moving the sticks. So, yeah, that's kind of fun to watch.
Not a great spot for them. They're going to spot him right at 33 when I thought the ball got to 34. In motion again, and this time it's going to be a pitch to Holden Yates, and he's got room to run, and he's going to rumble and stumble all the way to the 42.
Yeah, Holden Yates absolutely got to that outside, picked it up, and then, he ran headlong into, Shoshoni's favorite voice, Carlos Marufo, on the defense, who made an excellent open field tackle there.
Wind River Realty first down after the 15-yard gain by Holden Yates on the pitch. He's gone in motion a couple times. First time they've pitched it to him. Sets up at the 42-yard line of Shoshoni, and Wind River is moving the ball. In motion is Yates again, but they're going to hand it to the guy up the middle, and that's going to be Bubba Rushing. And I would say it'd be about a 7-yard gain, but let's see where the spot is. I think they're going to give him right at 6. So 6-yard gain for Rushing.
Yeah, Bubba again right up there in the middle, breaking through some arm tackles and forcing that gang tackle retaliation 5 or 6 yards down the field.
Out of the wing tee. No man in motion yet, and they're going to hand it off to Rushing, and this time he's going to be gang tackled.
Absolutely. Carlos Marufo shut that down, hit him right there at the hole, and prevented much gain at all.
Well, the weird part is where they're spotting it. They gave him 3. So that's just the miracle of his size, I guess. Getting 3 yards, he'll set up 3rd and 3 for Wind River. And we're in 4-down territory for them now. And the way they're running the ball, Shoshoni's going to have to dig deep here on this possession. Walker gets the snap, hands it to Rushing. Well, they didn't dig deep enough. And he's going to gain 7 yards on that.
And, when Bubba Rushing is gaining 7 yards and he's gone 5 before somebody puts a hand on him, Wind River's doing exactly what they intend to do on the offensive side of the ball.
Another Wind River Realty first down. They are 2 of 2 on 3rd downs as well.
And so far what we're seeing some good mix-up. They've managed to run the ball both to the left and right with Bubba. And then we've also been able to do some outside running as well to keep Shoshoni from being able to just stack the middle.
And they are wearing this clock out. Walker has Yates in motion, fakes it to him, looking to throw, wide open, and caught free. 30-yard, call it 35-yard touchdown pass to Kai Alatini.
I remember,
and boy, just when you think about it, they put it in the air.
I remember
and
someone telling me he wasn't going to be able to get behind the secondary, and on that one, there was no secondary. Everybody was in the box. Kai Alatini was out there all by himself, and he could have run that all the way to Thermopolis before they'd have caught him.
Credit them for setting that up, and Wind River. We get the clock. We're only off by about 2-3 seconds, so let's get it right here before they go for two. Of course, they're one of the few teams that we've seen this year who does not kick it. In motion, toss to Holden Yates, who is the man in motion, cuts inside and easily gets in for the 2-point conversion. So with 7:31 to go, don't look now, Wind River Cougars drive 80 yards in a whole bunch of plays to take the lead 8-0. We'll be right back here on WYO Today, 99.1 KWYW, The Heat.
They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
And welcome back to 99.1 KWYW, The Heat, in the game of the week. It is Wind River and Shoshoni. Wind River on 9 plays goes 80 yards, uses up almost 4.5 minutes, actually 4 minutes and 29 seconds of the clock, and now they will be teeing it up. Of course, teeing it up for them is, okay, lovely. I always forget how to pronounce his name.
Gorokowski.
Thank you. Noah Gorokowski will be teeing it off. Shoshoni with a little bit different style of kickoffs normally. Noah's got himself a leg. So back for Shoshoni will be Kissling, and it looks to be Oakley Hicks as well. Kind of, that is what you normally expect. So Gorokowski here going to tee it up, and here is the kickoff. It's high and a bit short, going to be taken by an up back at right around the 11 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, and out to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was a beautiful return. He had some guys do some solid blocking, seal those corners off, and at that point it was time to, head right up the field for a significant return.
So just shy of their own 40 is where Kissling and this offense will take over. Somehow we got off on the clock somehow on that one. So it'll be first down, going from a pistol with an offset eye behind him. Snap is to Kissling. He's going to hand it off to, I think that's Carson.
Looks like it.
Carson's going to gain about 3.
And when you run up the middle like that, 3, we'll take 3 on 1st and 10. It doesn't hurt anybody's feelings to go at a 2nd and 7 to try to move this.
So 3-yard gain for for Carson Kissling, not Caden. I put it on him on the stats. So from the pistol again, Caden going to look. Now he has to come out, and he throws a very short one to Brody Shepard. In fact, Brody Shepard's going to lose all of the gain there, at least where they're spotting him. So it'll be a negative 3-yard pass. Just didn't look good out of his arm, and Brody had to go to the ground. That's one where you almost wish he'd noticed it and just let it fall.
Let it fall, yeah. He was right there. One step, a little bit closer to him, and there was really some room to move on that play. But at the end of the day, when you're making that throw across your body, it's a hard throw to make.
So, unfortunately, it sets up what Shoshoni didn't want, which is 3rd and long. Going out of the gun, trips to the right, one on the left, all by himself. Has a guy looking for Oakley Hicks and just overthrows him.
Yeah, that one there, Oakley Hicks had a step on in his defender and was able to, get some separation, but just a little high, unable to bring that one down.
And what that is going to do is set up a 3-and-out, so it'll be a punt for Shoshoni. Shoshoni punting for them will be, I can't see that number on that pink/salmon. Hey, it's number 8. We're told it's Caden, duh. Kissling gets the punt. It's going to go from the 40. It's going to bounce at the 25, the 20. They're just going to let it go. So it's going to go from the 40. It's going to be a 40 yard plus 6. So it's going to be 46 yards, duh. 40 plus 6. That's what it is today, tomorrow, and forever.
So
good punt.
46 yards on the punt, yeah. I mean, he put it right where it needed to be. He was able to get a good, generous bounce. And, we've backed him up inside of a spot there with Wind River getting prepared to start over with the ball.
1st and 10. It'll be from the 14, almost the 13, actually. So it's a 47-yarder. But now they've got to do the second part, which is stop this running attack. And we've got a flag almost immediately.
Yeah, there was a lot of movement early on that one.
So that'll be the first penalty of the day, and that's not what Wind River wants to do after holding them. It is a false start, so it'll make it 1st and 15.
Yeah,
after the flag.
You can't. If you are Wind River, you cannot give false starts and give away yards when you're earning them 3, 4, 5 at the time. You absolutely cannot hand them all over through penalties like that.
So takes it from the 13 to the 8, and that was not an earthquake you just felt. That was junior cameraman Declan kind of struggling there for a second.
Camera was trying to run away from him, it looked
trying
like.
To get away from him. So 1st and 15, wing T. Going to hand it off is Walker, and this time Shoshoni all over it, and it looks like it's going to be no gain. Maybe even, no, they're going to gain a little bit, get back towards the original line, say about 2 on the handoff to Jeffrey Rushing.
Yeah, so it looks like 2, maybe 2.5.
So we'll set up second and a short 12 or a short 13 or a long 12, depending on how you want to look at it. But at the same point in time, Shoshoni's had the ball once, and we're about to go under 5 minutes here in the quarter, and they really need a 3-and-out here. Walker in the wing T, in motion. He's going to toss it to the motion man. That is Ben Snyder, and Ben Snyder is going to get caught behind the line, I do believe, or no gain. Call it no gain, actually, until we can see where they actually spot it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be exactly no gain on the play. Mm-hmm. So now for Wind River, what they've been trying to avoid, especially with the way they play, 3rd and a country mile.
Yeah, when you're 3rd and 12, it might as well be 3rd and 25 for Wind River. And on that play there, Ben Snyder ran a long, long way to gain nothing. It's just one of those situations. Shoshoni's defense did exactly what they're prepped to do. Got off blocks, pushed back there, got multiple guys around the ball, and were able to bring the ball carrier down.
Breaking the huddle, I would expect probably a Jeffrey Rushing up the middle, play for the punt here kind of thing. But we will see. In motion is Snyder. Now he's coming back to his original starting point. Now sending Holden Yates in motion. They're going to toss it to him, and he is going to get drugged down, and his helmet comes off.
Yeah, that one was a smart play in terms of trying to get it outside. He was in a one-on-one situation with the ball. In the defense, but at the end of the day, they were there and just didn't let him get away.
He's going to lose 2.
Sometimes the play just doesn't work the way you want it to work in that situation. They got the matchup, they just didn't get the movement and the miss.
Great start to allow the gang tackling to commence. He had one man to beat, but he had to beat him kind of quickly. So set up a punt as they start the clock back, and back there will be... It'll be Caden Kisling, the quarterback, is the punter as well. Oakley Hicks, the deep man, at about the 48, and almost blocked, but it's going to be up in the air. And it's going to be dropped at first, but then picked up by Hicks, and he's going to get a good return. So it's going to be a net punt of about 22 yards.
Yeah, that one was definitely a solid punt. We've not seen Braxton Dow do very much punting in the previous games, and so solid
Kisling.
Punt. But it went back to Oakley Hicks, who was able to keep his momentum and keep moving the ball forward there.
Kisling doing the kicking honors. Oakley Hicks a little bit of shoddy ball control, but got it up and got to the point where they're just outside the red zone. It's going to be Wind River Realty first down at the Wind River 27. From the gun is Kissling. Takes the snap, hands it off, and up the middle for a gain of, call it 3.5. We'll call it 4 for Brody Shepard.
Yeah, and that's very similar to the same play that Shoshone started their last drive with. Inside handoff to really give them an opportunity to try to pick up 3 or 4 yards, start moving the ball, getting some positive yards, building some momentum, heading towards the end zone.
See, Shoshone a little bit more interesting as far as calling the formations because they do line up in multiple versus the wing T pretty much every time. From the pistol, Kissling going to fake it to Shepard. Now he's going to have to roll, and he's going to lose massive amounts of yards. Let's see, even with forward progress, they're going to say he's going to lose. Well, he loses the 4, and then he's going to lose about 8 more.
8 more,
so
yeah.
call it a loss of 12 by Kissling on the sack by Wind River.
And that was a purely defensive stunted sack. There was no time to throw the ball. There was nowhere to go. Wind River absolutely had Shoshone's line confused, and that defensive end was in the backfield hanging out with the quarterback as he went to drop back.
3rd and about 18. They put 12 on the monitor. Snap to Kissling. He's under pressure again, and he's just going to throw it away and incomplete.
That was a good decision. This is back-to-back plays where number 52, Logan Jensen, has basically gone untouched right into the Shoshone backfield on a passing play.
It was, I guess, technically intended for Corbin Brown. He was the closest one. And what do they do here is the real question.
I don't think they're going to try to kick a field goal on this one,
No.
and I can't see them punting from this distance.
I can't either. So they're going to go out of the gun and quads to the right, no one to the left. So Hail Mary kind of looking formation for Kissling. Snap, and they're going to try and throw a screen to Oakley Hicks, and he drops it. And in fairness, is a little high. They were not going to get that.
No, there were 3 Wind River defenders that were still untouched on that side of the field as Oakley put his hands on the ball. That was a difficult catch to try to make, and that would have been an impossible game to try to gather in that situation right there, it looked like. I liked the play call. They had it covered, did Wind River on that play.
So turnover on downs here. Go over to Wind River. 0 for 2 on 3rd, 0 for 1 on 4th is Shoshone. And out comes Tanner Walker in that vaunted wing T looking to get back on track. And there's the snap. They hand off to Rushing, and he's going to gain 10.
That looks
right
like
off
on
the bat.
track. Yeah, I would say on track is exactly what that was. They handed the ball to a train and said, go forward.
A Wind River Realty first down.
And, you know, it's a situation where you know exactly what Wind River's going to do to an extent.
It is not a first down. They're going to say you only got 9. Wow, they're spotting short today because we had a great angle on that. They're spotting at the knee, not where the ball is with the knee. Walker hands off to Rushing, and, well, now it's a Wind River Realty first down.
I hope so. If they spot that one short, we're going to have to take about 6 yards off the play. So,
well, he should have about 6 or 7 here. Let's see how many they give him. They're going to give him 6, and he is now at 46 yards on the day, averaging 5.1 carries per down as he gets the Wind River Realty first down. Spotted at right shy of the 49 of Wind River, and they'll come out in this wing T, and we're off a little bit on the clock. I don't think they stopped it after the first down. And this one's handed to Rushing, and he's going to only gain 1.
yeah, on that play right there, Malachi Litz was right on him as soon as he got the ball and really pushed him to the ground pretty quick. That was no arm tackle. That was a man that literally stepped up and grabbed an aggressive downfield runner and was able to stop him in his tracks.
And when we say they gave him 1 yard, they gave him 6 inches. That's how stats are kept.
Yeah, I would say that this is like the longest 2nd and 9 you can get without it being 2nd and 10.
I don't think we're going to see a snap. Well, maybe we will. Breaking the huddle, tight wing T this time. Tanner Walker's going to keep it, and the the brotherly shove, if you will. They're going to gain about 3 on that, and that will do it as they'll let it go down as we're about 5 seconds off. So we'll take the break with them. It's 8-0 in favor of Wind River here in this rivalry matchup at Shoshoni. When we return, Wind River on the move, looking to go up double digits here on WYO Today and 99.1 KWYW, The Heat.
Ready for action.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And welcome back. A reminder, we'll be discussing this game tomorrow on WYO Today Sports Live on 101.7 KDNO, starting off at 8:08. And, of course, we'll go through our picks of the week and our records. And guess what? I've been doing well so far. So we'll see if I kept that up. And, of course, this game will be a huge game of discussion. Of course, we will preview Thermopolis, Lander Valley, and Riverton, as well as the University of Wyoming as they get ready for their homecoming match. Lots of homecomings this week.
That'll be a fun show. I think everybody will enjoy tuning in to listen to that one.
So they flip directions, and Walker under center. Snap is going to be handed off to Ben Snyder. He has to go wide to get anything, but credit him for making something out of nothing. He'll gain right at about 3 or 4. Call it 4. And it'll set up fourth and manageable. Excuse me, that was third down.
Yeah, you get a fourth and manageable there, largely because of what we got a great view of, Ben Snyder's outstanding stiff arm, and we talked about that a little last week in the game. Not everybody can do that and do that effectively, but in this league, we've watched him do that multiple times to great effect if he's in a one-on-one situation with a tackler.
So we got a stopped clock that we didn't notice, and Big Forte, and they're going to give it to him automatically.
There it went.
So I'll go ahead, and that'll be a encroachment penalty against Shoshoni.
Yeah, Carlos Marufo, who has such strong instincts and is such a phantom to the ball, just over-anticipated that snap on that play right there and couldn't keep himself back.
First penalty against Shoshoni does give Wind River that critical fourth down. You wonder if that'll be something to look back on. In motion is Yates, handed off to Jeffrey Rushing, and he's going to gain 5 fairly easily.
Yeah, he was able to break through the line without too much resistance, and in that situation, they were able to get a couple of guys on him to get him down, but, like I said prior to the game, if we're following Bubba Rushing with 5 as the number, Wind River's happy.
Absolutely. 2nd and 5 from the 34 of Shoshoni. Snap by Walker, hands off to Rushing again, and boy, he's starting to churn over guys, and he's going to gain 7 and a Wind River Realty first down.
Yeah, Oakley Hicks managed to make the tackle on that end, but he might have come in on the worst end of that as Bubba just stomped a country mud hole in him and started to walk it dry on his way by.
84 yards rushing, averaging 4.7 per carry. Does set up a first down inside the 30 at the Shoshoni 28.
And it looks – go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it looks like Shoshoni's defense is getting tired.
Out of the wing T. That's what this offense is designed to do. Walker, he's going to keep it, and he's going to get drilled in the backfield. It's going to be a loss. Should be a loss of 1. I don't know where. Quite honestly, I hate to say it. I do not get where they're getting no gain here.
No.
He was tackled in the backfield, and they gave no gain. That should have been a loss of 1.
Yeah. Carson Kissling absolutely come through untouched, grabbed him before he ever got to the line of scrimmage and put him down. That's definitely a generous spot on that play there.
After that lick, Tanner Walker's over there going, "I'm Batman," like the Snickers commercial.
Absolutely.
He comes under center, 2nd and 10. Yates in motion. They're going to toss it to him. He's got 5. He's going to try and get 7 or 8. Let's see what they give him. It'll be about 7.
He got to shake hands with 2/3 of the Shoshoni defense at the end of that play. Lot of pink jerseys around him, but not before he was already 5 yards down the field before they started to get a hold of him. He did a great cutback, used his vision, found a way to get where he needed to be on that play.
7 yards there. Holden Yates, of course, 2 big runs and 1 negative. Sets up a long 3rd and 3 here for Wind River. Definitely 4-down territory, and I'm expecting a little bit of Jeffrey rushing here unless they just plan on that on 4th. And that's who they give it to, and he's going to be stopped a bit short, gets 2. So he'll set up 4th and a long 1 for Wind River. And this is where you know that Shoshoni wants to get the stop.
This is where Shoshoni has to get the stop. If you don't get it here, then it can become pretty difficult to keep your confidence up if they're able to push this through and pick up that 1st down after you had such a strong 3rd down stop on a Herculean effort by Carson Kissling there.
1 of 1 on 4th down due to the penalty. Snap is going to be kept by Tanner Walker, and boy, that's going to be close.
With the way they're spotting, I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't think he did there. He'll get credit for 1, but not enough of a 1. Will we see a measurement? I almost think you have to on such important. And where they're spotting him, it's not even close.
Yeah.
So good job. They are now 1 for 2, and a good job. He only got 1, but he didn't get the long one he needed. And that's a big stop for Shoshoni after allowing them to, after the punt return and everything that they were unable to capitalize on, and then giving it up on downs. So they're able to stop Wind River with 8:48 left here in the half, and Shoshoni will come back out looking to do something more than go 3 and out, excuse me.
So you look at this situation, and we just saw that stop on 4th down. That could be a critical play of the game, depending on how this shakes out for Shoshoni's confidence and where they go from here.
Pistol formation, offset eye to his right. Looked like a little bit of encroachment, but they did not make contact. They get back, and it's going to be, I just forgot what to call it. And it is going to be a Wind River Realty 1st down for Shepard.
That's what you call it, a Wind River Realty 1st down for Brody Shepard on a nice little cutback. They did a little misdirection on the trap, and all of a sudden, Brody Shepard was looking at a lot of green in front of him.
Well, and it's called something, and I just can't remember what it is. I remember pulling it off in EA Sports games. So,
yeah, well, there you go.
So good job by Shepard. Gets the first down of the day for the Wranglers. They'll go out of the pistol this time, blocking back on his left, and he's going to keep it as Kissling. Kissling's got some room to run. He's at the 40, to the 50, now to the 45, and out at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, on that play right there, Caden Kissling absolutely made the right read and then got some downfield blocking to really help him move the ball down the field quite a ways. Lot of respect there to Corbin Brown, who made a heck of a block about 5 yards down the field to really spring that open.
25-yard gain for the Wind River Realty 1st down. And he went out of bounds, so clock stops and hold stops. Pistol formation again, 2 on the right. He's going to take the snap, and he hands it on a delay, and nobody for Wind River was fooled there. In fact, it'll be a -1 yard run for Brody Shepard.
That turned into a situation where they basically tackled all of the ball carriers that were potentially going to get the ball in the backfield.
Just busted assignment on the line, and there was nothing anybody in the backfield could do. So it'll be spotted at the 44 of Wind River. Shoshoni taking a little bit extra time here in the huddle, possibly trying to let the defense rest a bit. They've gotten a couple 1st downs, so that's nice. From the shotgun, 2 protecting backs, 1 on each side, 2 wide receivers up top. Kissling's going to keep it on the fake, and he's going to have 5, gets out to 7, call it 8, call it 9 with the penalty. or not the penalty, with the loss of yards. So it should set up. Let's see where they say he went out of bounds. They're going to give him 8 yards on the carry for Caden Kissling, and he'll set up third and a long 3. Of course, they lost yardage on first down. We're definitely in 4-down territory, obviously, but the first time really didn't matter as third down and fourth down got blown up. Granted, third and fourth were longer.
Right.
So let's see here. Want to avoid any kind of false start or anything. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And we'll get the clock back because they're saying he stepped out of bounds. I called it. Even snapped to Kissling under pressure. Throws to a wide open Corbin Brown. And Corbin Brown is going to gain about 17 and a Wind River Realty first down.
And on this drive, what we've seen is one thing that we talked about in our first Shoshoni game this year, and then in our second one we saw flashes of at this particular moment, we are really seeing the quarterback's decision-making come together. He is committing to the run. He is committing to a solid pass play. And as he starts this one, he's again making a commitment early. He's running that ball.
Kissling going to have to come back around, dives for the end zone. And let's see here, haven't gotten a single yet, and now we do. Touchdown by Kissling as he will go 22 yards into the end zone. So 3 big plays, running plays for him in a row. And it is now 8-6. Now, interesting part will be usually Shoshoni kicks it.
Yeah, I just saw Colby Brink go onto the field. It looks like they're going for the extra point here.
So they're going to look to bring it within 1 here.
And it looks like that kick is up and good.
So, oops, I gave 1 too many points. So with 6:37 here in the half, it's 8-7. Wind River will get the ball. And if they're successful, they could take it to half here on 99.1 KWYW, the Heat.
Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back. Colby Brink has it teed up for Wind River for Shoshoni as they score a touchdown, kick the extra point. Now they only trail by 1. What's going to be interesting in going for 1 there is if Wind River scores here and goes for 2 again, they could put themselves up 2 scores.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing how things go after that last drive. Shoshoni seemed to be pulling it together.
Teed up, taken by trying to get an eye on it.
Eli Hill.
About the 14 by Eli Hill, and he's going to return out to the 30, about a 16-yard scamper, and it will set up a Wind River Realty first down for Wind River at the Shoshoni 30, where it'll be a Tanner Walker bringing out the Cougars.
He did an excellent job of securing the ball before he started to run with it, and then he was able to really push up there and make that a pretty solid return on what was a really good kick.
Breaking the huddle is Tanner Walker. I don't expect to see anything too awkward here, at least not on first down. Out of the wing tee. In motion's Yates. Yates is going to get the pitch. It's down around his feet, but he picks up anyway. And now he's got a little room to rumble, and he's going to get 9.
Yeah, that one was good hands on Yates' part, pulling that thing up from his shoelaces and being able to turn up the field, make something happen, and get a successful gain on that.
He's 2nd and 1 here as we tick towards the 6-minute mark in the half.
And again, you're watching Wind River mix it up. In previous drives, first down was a run between the tackles, Jeffrey rushing. This one, pitch outside to Yates to enable to keep them guessing and looking around at what they're going to have to face.
Wing T is the norm. Nobody in motion this time. Hands it to Jeffrey rushing. He doesn't get a lot, but he gets enough. He gets about 2 for the Wind River Realty first down.
Yeah, Carson Kissling got underneath of him before Jeffrey could kind of get low and get going, and it just put him up into the air and down on the ground. And that's how you stop him with one man, is hit him before he gets moving. That bowling ball mentality, once he hits a little momentum, it's hard to stop him one-on-one.
1st and 10 from the Wind River 41. No real rush here, although this could be the 2-minute drill for Wind River in their offense. Wing T, just how they play.
That's right.
And it's effective. Walker gets a little bit of a jump, but they get back on the Shoshoni D-line, like 4 of them jumped. And they get back. They're going to hand it off to Bubba Rushing, I think, again. And he is going to gain 6. He already has 15 carries on the day. I'm going to probably have to do a second stat line for him. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, he is.
And we've got a timeout on the field, so we'll get the clock back right. They're really not stopping it like they're supposed to between first downs. Okay, there we go. So it is a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Be right back here on Wire Today at 991 KWYW The Heat.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
What's that?
And welcome back. Timeout was called on the field. We came back a little bit early here. A reminder, United States Marine Corps halftime show coming up here at half. And this has been a quick one, as you would expect with this team, as it has been about 42 minutes since we got started. And we're getting close to half here. 4:42 left in it. 8-7, Wind River on top. Of course, Shoshoni will get the ball as Wind River chose to receive and try and establish that run game and that physicality and their will on the Wranglers. And so far, they've been able to do that, although Shoshoni able to jump back in the game really quickly on the last drive.
Well, and when you play it this way, one stalled play can prevent you from getting where you want to go.
Wing T hands off to Bubba Rushing, and he's going to gain 2. He got upended there. It's kind of where you have to go. You got to go low on him. Sets up a long 2 on 3rd down.
That might be the longest 2 ever.
And I am kind of curious as to whether they'll go on 4th here or not.
It's
because you
so
don't want to give
close.
Shoshoni a short field.
No, not the way they moved the ball last time.
But they're able to move it a little bit faster, so it'd be interesting to see here. I'm going to anticipate they'll go for it, but let's see here. Shoshoni's got to get a stop here first.
I think we're going to see that brotherly shove play and see if they can get it with that on 3rd down here.
Nope, they're going to hand it to Rushing. No, they hand it to Ben. And,
Yeah,
Ben
they handed
Snyder.
it to Holden Yates there, and number
13.
13. Okay, they handed it to Ben Snyder, and that one was
fooled.
shut down. They were not surprised at all.
Not fooled. And again, a very interesting spot as it's going to be 4th and that long 2, because he got caught in the backfield. And the ball never got down. So a very interesting spot. And they'll go, nope, it looks like they're going to punt as they get Braxton Dow out there late. He does punt for them, at least at times. A little bit of a high snap, handles it, gets it off just barely, and it's going to go from the 48 to the 10 to the 9. So it will be to the 9, so that's 41 plus 2. 43-yard punt.
43-yard punt inside the 10. I don't know anybody at any level that wouldn't be satisfied with that.
No, Braxton Dow pinning them back deep. They'll be at about the 9, and now they move it up a little bit. But it's still short of the 10, so it'll be from the 9. It'll be a Wind River Realty first down for Shoshoni. 3:08, plenty of time for them to work with.
And now Shoshoni's got the opportunity to demonstrate a little bit more of that offensive agility that they showed last drive.
Shotgun, 2 on each side and 1 protecting back. Snap. Kissling in trouble. Curving back around, needs to just get rid of it. Now's going and caught by Carson Kissling, and he's off to the races. He's at the 50, 45-40, 35-30. They ain't gonna catch him. It's a 91-yard touchdown pass. Kissling to Kissling for Shoshoni.
You know, just like they drew it up, he rolled out, got into trouble, did a little dance, made some room, and then threw it over a leaping defender right to his brother, the way that it was supposed to be, for a 91-yard score.
First target of Carson Kissling. And I'll tell you this much, if you're looking for a mistake, 1, they let him get behind him. Number 2, not a good tackle, not a good angle, which allowed him to get free, and he goes 91 yards. So it is 13-8. Colby Brink with the extra point pending, and this one's just ugly. Does not get off the ground, and it is a miss with 2:46 to play. Wranglers up 13-8 when we return. Well, it might be the rest of the first half. We just don't know in these games of the week. We've had such thrilling ones.
Yep.
We'll be right back here on 991 KWYW The Heat. Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
And welcome back to 991 KWYW, the Heat's Game of the Week. And boy, thrilling. Carson Kissling on the benefit of a pass from Kate Kissling. Ball went, it'll be a 91-yard touchdown. Carson did most of the work as it was thrown about 15 yards, but it does lead to a 13-8 score for Shoshoni.
Yeah, it all reads the same in the stat sheet when it breaks down that way.
And Colby Brink back-to-back bad plays. It may not have been on him. The hold could have caused the extra point miss. But this one, he's trying for a squib kick, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he squibbed it right out of bounds, and that's going to give Wind River a shorter field. And in their case, 15 yards on the field can make a huge difference when they're basically playing 5 to 10 yards at a time in the way their offense runs.
So they'll start them at the 35. Turns out only to be a 4-yard penalty. So it's not crushing, but it's definitely not what they wanted to have happen there. To give a team that, struggles, needs time to move the ball. So I didn't say struggles. In motion, Holden Yates. Walker going to hand it to Rushing, and Rushing struggling. His blocking didn't downfield, but he did with only 1-yard gain there.
Yeah, his offensive line kind of left him behind on that one. One Shoshoni defender got him up there before he could get started and brought him down. And his offensive line was still blocking guys 5 yards down the field.
So let's see here. No real urgency as of yet from the Wind River Cougars.
No, this is definitely
I think they have all 3 timeouts. If they don't, they have 2 of them. There's only been 1 timeout called so far, and I think that was by Shoshoni on that 4th down. But wing T, Tanner Walker is going to take it. Hands off to Snyder on a bit of an end around, and he is cut down after a gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, there was definitely miscommunication on that play. You could see that Walker handed it off in front of him in a way that was not designed. Bubba Rushing looked like he wasn't exactly sure where the design was going as well. that did not go the way they planned it. And so good on Snyder for getting some positive yardage on what was essentially a busted play.
Now, I would have expected more urgency, as I just mentioned it, just simply because they did not defer. They received the coin toss, received the opening kickoff. So they have to still go quite some ways, and they're giving Shoshoni the ball back. But momentum is a fickle thing in this game, as we saw last year with the Tony Trumpler onside kick that kind of gave life. So, of course, right now I'm sure they do not want to give any life to Shoshoni. It is a timeout by Wind River, it looks like. We'll take it with them and be right back here on 991 KWYW. Score, Shoshoni 13, Cougars 8, with 1:09 left here in the first half.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoniRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
And welcome back. Timeout called by the Cougars to avoid the delay of game penalty.
That was not effective clock management. I mean,
I don't think they're playing for a score. I think they're playing for half and want to avoid the penalty because the penalty would have stopped the clock as well. So we set up 3rd and 6-ish, long 5, between 5 and 6. So we'll call it a short 6. And I'm kind of trying to get – this play will determine a lot of what is to be expected here.
Yeah.
By Coach Frederick.
They keep it on the ground.
A snap, handed off to Bubba Rushing, and he's going to be – I think they spotted him short. They're spotting where the knee goes down and not the ball, and we've got a timeout on the field. It is short of the first down. It is a gain, though, of about 2.
Yeah,
we'll stay with it here.
Looking at where we're spotting it, what we're dealing with, the way Shoshoni has moved the ball, and now with the timeout, I think Wind River would benefit to let Brackton Dow punt this thing.
Problem is, last time you punted, one play and gone. So
that is true.
The bad part is on 4th downs, they've been able to snuff them out on the up the middle. Now, granted, Wind River's 1 of 2 on 4th, but now only 2 of 4 on 3rd.
Yeah, we've seen 3 plays of 3 yards or less where Shoshoni was able to stop making it to the first down. I just don't know that on 4th and 1 at the 45-yard line, I would trust to try to make this and give Shoshoni the ball back at basically this side of midfield with a minute to go.
And the thing is, even if you get it, unless you bust it big, what is Wind River going to do with it? I mean, as the clock is not in favor of their offense at the moment.
Not at all.
So
Not
let's
at
see what
all.
Coach Frederick's drawn up. It is wing T. It is Walker under center, rushing back there with him, Holden Yates, Ben Snyder to his left and right. Yates going in motion, and they're going to hand it to Rushing. And just as I said, break it big, they do break a decent enough big play.
Yeah, now you start to wonder about the 30 seconds that was let go of earlier in this drive.
Wind River Realty first down on the 6-yard gain by Rushing.
And they spiked the ball to stop the clock. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
So stopping the clock, that's one of the few passes they'll probably make. I don't even know who to say that was intended for by Tanner Walker. Technically, I've got to say it was intended for somebody. So since he was in the backfield, I guess we got to say intended for Jeffrey Rushing.
Sure, why not? I mean, there were 3 other guys in the backfield there. We could pretty much pick anybody.
Yeah, we could pick anybody for statistical purposes. Actually, we're not even going to give it to anybody. Well, I'll just know it's a spike.
Yeah, and so now you start to really look at 51 seconds on your side of the 50, and now what are you, or on the other side of the 50, now what does the offense do?
And no field goal kicker to speak of. Snap, Walker hands it off to Snyder. Snyder cuts up, and he's going to gain about 8, call it Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Where are they going to spot him is the question. Call it 7 for Ben Snyder. And the clock just moving. We're under 30 seconds now. And they're going to hand it off to Rushing. And Rushing's going to get close to the first down. It's going to be real close. They do stop the clock, though. So it is. It's going to be a 5-yard gain as they spot a little forward. Couldn't see where it was. It is a Wind River Realty first down. But there goes the clock again, starting back up. So, and there we get a whistle. And it'll be a timeout. Last timeout of the half for Wind River. We'll take it with them as we've got to pay some bills here on 991 KWYW, The Heat.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
And welcome back. Discussing during the break what kind of that Wind River timeout that was late in the clock. Biting them a little bit by chance. I just don't know if this offense, I mean, they're not playing for field goal position, I don't think. I mean, right, I don't know where they would feel comfortable with kicking it. Obviously not a 36, call it a 42-yarder, 43-yarder as it would be right now.
Not unless they imported that kicker we watched from Fort Laramie. Yeah, I'm not seeing that kick from this place.
Wide receiver and kicker. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it either. Colby Brink, I'm not seeing that either. I mean, they're going out of the wing tee. They're just hoping to bust something, I guess. Holden Yates in motion. Walker's going to look to throw. He's under pressure, and now he's going to throw it to Bubba Rushing, who is going to bobble it, actually.
And end up out of bounds.
He caught it out of bounds, actually. So that, I hate to say, is on Jeffrey Bubba Rushing.
Yeah.
You've got to know where you're at because it would have been a gain. It might have set something up because I don't think, no offense to Tanner Walker, I don't think Caden Kissling either's got the Hail Mary from this distance in their arsenal with 9 seconds left. So
No, there's not a lot of arms that are throwing 45 yards at this level in this league like that.
So here's the snap. They're just going to hand it to Rushing, and he's going to march forward for about 8. But I don't know why we stopped the clock because of a foul.
Yeah, saw a flag early. I don't know that.
It's going to wipe it out. I'm guessing it's 8-yard rush as it stands for Jeffrey Rushing. They might decline it. Shoshoni might if it's against them or against Wind River, just to let the clock run out. And no, it's against Wind River. They're going to take it. Is Shoshoni. I still haven't seen a signal, though. They've just pointed in that direction. It's a big boy one, though. It's 10 yards. I'm guessing it's a hold. And we're not going to be told. So 10-yard, and they'll start the clock back up. And that will do it. No play will take place. And that is, let's get those all down. And that is going to do it for the half. So after one, half a play, it's 13-8, Wranglers on top. When we return, it'll be time for the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible. Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
And welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on 99.1 KWYW The Heat. At the half, it is 13-8 in favor of the Wranglers. Didn't start out that way, though.
Nope.
As Wind River marched down the field receiving the kickoff and put up the 8 spot. Wranglers took a little time to get things going, finally figured some things out. Scored again, missed the extra point on the second score, so that's why we have a 5-point differential between the two teams.
Yeah, when we started this game, we talked about the fact that, if Bubba Rushing got moving, it could be a good night for Wind River. If Shoshoni had balance, then, it might be a good night for Shoshoni. And the first drive, it really looked like Wind River was going to impose their will. They went 80 yards, and frankly, throughout the entire first half, Wind River showed they could move the ball. They moved the ball on the ground. They moved the ball the one time in the air that they threw it. They were able to do that, but with their offensive styling, it only takes one play where the wheels come off to really kind of grind a strong drive to a halt. Where on the other side, Shoshoni lived on some big plays, 91-yard touchdown pass to take the lead. But more than anything, what we've seen from Shoshoni is good decision-making from their quarterback. And that's one of the things that we talked about early in the season that Shoshoni had to have. If he's going to run, tuck it down and run. If he's going to throw, commit to the throw. If it's not there, throw it away. If there's pressure, you can't do anything with it, take the sack, get down, eliminate the option for turnovers. He has played nearly a flawless decision-making game. Everything hasn't worked out his way, but to this point, he's played nearly a flawless decision-making game, and that's really why Shoshoni's in the lead.
Well, and as you look at the stats, very close, 165 total yards for the Wranglers, 167 for Wind River, and it's kind of been just both teams at times being able to work their style. Really, couple of explosive plays that have been all the difference. Tanner Walker connecting with Cal Alatini for the first touchdown of the day for Wind River, and that is the only time they've been successful through the air. And then Caden Kisling, not doing well. He's completed 2 positive yardage passes, one for 17 and the one to Carson for 91, which is the differential there. But in the air, Caden Kisling is 3 of 6 for 105. On the ground, the Wranglers 8 carries, 60 yards, 7.5 average, 1 touchdown. Of course, 105 yards receiving. Carson Kisling and Corbin Brown and Brody Shepard, the 3 receivers targeted. Corbin Brown and Kisling with the positive yardage. Shoshoni 1 of 3 on third, 0 of 1 on fourth. They've been penalized twice for 9 total yards, 1 punt, 47-yard net on that. For Wind River, as you kind of expect, they're 1 of 3 in the air, 30 total yards, that 1 pass, touchdown to Kai Alatini. On the ground, 33 carries, 137 yards, 4.2 yards per carry. They are 2 of 4 on third down, 1 of 2 on fourth, and that's what they want to do. They want to slow. They're fine with the 3, 4, 5 yards in a cloud of dust. In fact, they only have 2 plays that are in double-digit yardage compared to, well, only really 4, but 4 nonetheless for the Wranglers. It will be Wrangler ball when we come back. We want to thank the few, the proud, the Marines for sponsoring halftime, and we'll be right back with the second half here on WYO Today, 991 KWYW The Heat.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student-athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Shoshoni Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshoni for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoniRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
For a place, a people, an idea. For right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at Marines.com.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back here, second half, about to get underway. It is 13-8, Shoshoni over Wind River after the first half here on your Wyo Today game of the week as I hiccup. And everybody's used to that who listened last year. I hiccup a lot for some reason during these games. Never any time else.
So we got the kickoff.
And he's got some room to go. He's at the 40, to the 45-50, 45-40. He could go all the way. It will be a touchdown return, 80 yards. Trying to lay an eye on a number here.
Carson Kissling.
I don't have anywhere for the stat line for a kickoff return, but nonetheless, Carson Kissling goes about 81 yards.
And runs all the way to the other end of the state. The only thing keeping him in is the fence and the ambulance at the end of the next to the scoreboard.
He ran east and west. I expect a 2-point conversion here, or attempt of that nature. Nope, they're going to have nope, that's exactly what they're doing, but Colby Brink is not out there. Just getting him confused. I'm not a huge fan of the angle I've got with the lights here, but we'll make do. Snap is to Caden Kissling, and he's going to throw the fade. And snatched out of the air by guess who?
Oakley Hicks doing exactly what we ask Oakley Hicks to do when we see him on the broadcast, make a big play. And so Shoshoni with the 2-point conversion, excellent fade pass over the top there. And there was good coverage. It wasn't like he was out there by himself. He just got up there and got the ball.
But special teams proving how special they can be. 21-8, 11:45 left in the third here on Wyo Today.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
I'm able to.
And welcome back. Kicking off will be Colby Brink for Shoshoni. And I'll tell you one thing, we mentioned double-digit leads, and that Wind River needs to score here. And the good part is we're not going to ask them to score a field goal. So.
No, but they have to score on this drive. We talked about the gaps, but the other side of it is whether it's been busted plays, drives, or special teams, Wind River has not been able to stop Shoshoni since the second drive of the game.
Colby Brink has it teed up on his own 40, and this one's going to be high. Makes me look right in the lights, fielded it right about the 10, out to the 20, to the 25 where he's going to get hammered.
Yeah, Braxton Dow got obliterated there at the 25. He earned every yard of that.
Does set up a Wind River Realty first down for Wind River, and this is where they've really got they got to play loose, but there's so many things that can go wrong in a football possession. They cannot get behind the sticks because of penalties or lost plays. Or negative plays. They cannot turn the ball over here. I mean, the pressure is squarely on the Cougars when it looked like at the very beginning they were trying to put the pressure on them, on the Wranglers. In motion is Holden Yates. They're going to give it to Rushing, and he doesn't get a ton, but just by falling forward, that kid gets like 2.5.
Yeah, he absolutely has found a way to get positive yards by touching it every time, it seems like. And that's really what Wind River needs to do. Settle in, play their style of football, don't get overly tight, and move the ball down the field to the end zone. That is essentially what they have to do on this drive. Don't lose yards, and more than anything, don't panic.
So coming out in the wing tee, Tanner Walker's got Rushing behind him, Snyder and Yates on each side. Yates in motion. Walker looked like maybe it's a bad snap. Looks to throw. Wide open is number 30. He gets down to the 40. It's going to go for from the 28 to the 34 for a Wind River Realty first down.
Yeah,
28 to 34, 16 plus 22. So 38-yard pass by Tanner Walker. Yeah. Only a second completion of the day to Kai Alatini.
Yeah, Alatini was wide open. If that had been a little bit faster coming out and been a little more on and he didn't have to correct, there was nobody at all between him and the highway.
So big, explosive play from a team not known for explosive passes. Walker back in the wing tee. Bet you they don't pass twice in a row here.
No.
They're looking to toss it. They do to Holden Yates, who was in motion, and he goes down hard. Looked like Turf Monster may have gotten him. There is a flag on the play, however.
That's either going to be holding or an issue with the tackle that we couldn't see from our vantage point.
The flag, they're saying, is right at about the 37, and Wind River's already backing up.
It's going to be holding. There's just not a whole lot of options at this level. They're going to have a – there it is.
Holding on the Cougars will make it 2nd and 20, and they will be scrimmaging from where the play happened here. Let's see. Going to be right at about the 57, or 57, the 47.
Yeah, that's a pretty healthy loss right there. When we talked about it. You can't get penalties, you can't have busted plays, you can't lose yards. That one there absolutely cripples you when you are a 3 and 4 yard a play team.
Still. 1st and 20 after the penalty. They're going to hand off to Bubba Rushing, and he's going to do his dangest to get about 5.5.
Yeah, that got him up there a little bit more manageable to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But, you know, even after a run like that, 2nd and 15 is a long way to go.
Well, and I think right now more for the score than possibly anything else. It may be for, and where the ball is, it's most definitely 4-down territory unless it's like 4th and 20 or something of that nature. Wing T, Walker has Snyder going in. Option pitches to him. He's at the 40, 35, and gets down to about the 33-yard line.
Now, that option was run beautifully, and again, we got to see a lovely Ben Snyder stiff arm there. But, you know, he took the ball, took a nice pitch, and got outside to move it down the field to make it, I don't want to say reasonable, but when you're talking 4-down territory, 3rd and about 6 is
9-yard gain.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So 2 downs to get it, most likely. Wing T for Tanner Walker. Yates in motion going to his left. They hand it to Rushing, and Rushing's at least going to make it short, and he's going to get it.
He's going to get it for that 1st down. No need to use the 2 plays. Bubba Rushing said, I'll just take care of this right now.
So he's going to gain about 9 on the carry by Jeffrey Rushing, and he goes over 100 yards with that. At 102, he's gotten the rock 23 times, 4.4 yards per carry. Sets up 1st and 10 right around the 26, 27-ish of Shoshoni. Wind River, the good part is Wind River doesn't have to rush anything. They're not in that, but they do need to execute at a nearly perfect, not imperfect, but perfect record. Tanner Walker's going to hand off to Rushing this time. And even when it looks like they're not getting anything after that Wind River Realty 1st down play, he got 3.
Yeah, he definitely pushed up and got through there. And part of what I think we're seeing defensively on Shoshoni is after that pass, they're not playing as aggressive against the line. They're watching out in case they try to throw another pass. But what that does is that is basically surrendering 1 to 2 yards at the line of scrimmage, and Wind River is really taking advantage of that tentativeness on the snap.
So under center, as always, man in motion is Snyder going left to right. They're going to fake the pitch to him as Tanner Walker. He keeps it. He stuck that ball out there quite a ways.
Yeah.
And they're going to gain. And the down marker didn't move last down, so I'm kind of trying to make up for it here. It's going to be, gave him 3 last time. It's going to be about 3 this time as well. This time to Ben, kept by Tanner Walker. They'll set up 3rd and 4 as we're about to take under 7 minutes to play in the quarter.
And that situation, very much the same thing. The Tanner Walker held that ball out there a long way, and in a sense that kept the Shoshoni defender from committing and really deciding which way to go. Really created the gap for Walker to get into and get those yards.
Under center, Walker. Looked like several people jumped, but they don't call it. Rushing's going to get down to the 14, call it the 16. So it's going to be 4th and, 1.
Yeah, this
or
is
less.
This is.
Nope, they're gonna give that the first down treatment. I was about to say it looked like he had it.
Yeah, that was a little bit. We're looking more for that short measurement or that short spot again.
I was about to say it looked like he got 5. He did. And it is a Wind River Realty first down.
Yeah, a chance to get one more first down in the red zone if they're pushing for the end zone, and that's exactly what they need to do here is push forward.
Wing T to rushing, and he's going to get from about the 16 to the 8.
Yeah, that's an 8-yard gain. Yeah.
So we've already had to start another line because our spreadsheet program only has 25 carries. So that's number 26 for him. He's got 118.
And he doesn't look like he's slowing down. At the moment, it looks like he's starting to speed up a little bit. It's the old Jerome Bettis motto there, 20, 25 carries is what he gets going good.
Wing T, they go right to him, and he goes right up the middle for the 8-yard touchdown.
And, he just walked in.
Yeah, they had nothing to catch him on that one. It is his first touchdown of the day, comes on after 126 total yards.
Yeah.
So they've cut it down to 1 score now, regardless of this extra point. So, of course, they will go for 2. Really, the 2, I don't mean to say meaningless here, but it kind of is a bit meaningless. It doesn't. If they get it, they don't get within field goal range. If they don't get it, they're still winning the ball game with their scoring and going for 2. What'll be interesting is, do they attempt to kick? I doubt it at all. But do they attempt to kick if they wind up 1 point away from being tied and going to overtime type thing? Under center, Wing T going to be handed off to, looks like Holden Yates, and he is going to be stopped short. So with 5:25 left in the third, it's 21-14 Wranglers. It'll be Wrangler ball after that big drive, critical drive for Wind River here on WYO Today and 99.1 KWYW The Heat.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
And welcome back. Third quarter, 5:25 to go in the game of the week till we hit the fourth quarter, and it's a good one. It's 21-14, kind of to some extent what you would expect. I added the logos. I'm trying to get everything kind of customized how I want it here so you folks can read it. So there we go. So 14-21, and here we are with the kickoff teed up by Dow, and it's going to bounce, and it bounces right up into Shoshoni's gut, but he goes right to the ground.
Yeah, and that right there definitely caught Corbin Brown by surprise.
Don't think he was expecting that to be bouncing right up to him, but what it does do now is Caden Kisling, and really this offense fairly well rested. Big play on first down. Last possession of the half, and then of course the kickoff return. So they haven't really seen, these guys haven't had to block in a while.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes for them. First and 10, it's at the 32-yard line of Shoshoni as they break the huddle. Kisling going out the more traditional pistol with trips on the right. Shoshoni going right to left on your radio dial. Kisling with the snap, going to run a bit of an option. Thought about tossing it, maybe should have. Now reverses path, and he's got some room to run, and we're going to get a blindside block, I'm willing to bet here. It's going to be about a 10, 11-yard gain, but that is going to come back. That's a crackback.
Yeah, there comes a point where you're just not able to protect yourself when the quarterback reverses field position like that and runs back into the blockers, and that right there absolutely went the wrong way for Shoshoni.
Yeah, now there's some, and I'm not saying I'm one of them, and at the high school level, who knows, but who would say, hey, that's just football. But it is against the rules, and it is from the spot, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's a brutal way to take them back to first down and 20.
Away. It's like second down, and we'll call it 20 on the dot. They start the clock back up, and out of the pistol with the offset eye kind of behind him, Kissling. He's looking deep, and now he's going to look for Hicks. Hicks gets behind him and unable to get there.
That was close on a lot of different levels. There was definitely some hand play going on in the middle of that route. And,
stop. No. Now that I'm not letting us get into is all the guy did was stop and make him change direction, did not lay a hand on him. There's no PI. The one interesting part about Oakley Hicks is it looked like he slowed down for a second.
It did, and that was the other side of it right there is that, he changed direction, but he still had a play on the ball. And I don't know if he lost it when he had to change direction. He just didn't know exactly where it was coming to.
Well, and it was telegraphed pretty
we knew
hardcore.
We knew who was getting the ball. That was not a question from the snap.
Second and long, Kissling under pressure has to roll to his right out of the gun. He's tied up for a second, and then he just throws away smartly.
Yeah.
We'll say it was intended for. I've got my eye on one guy. He's going to have to turn for me. He's a tall drink of water, but I don't think it's it's Oakley.
It's Oakley Hicks, yeah.
It's Oakley Hicks. Just switched on the other side of the ball. And here's one interesting thing. Shoshoni has not been able to get him the ball yet.
Yeah. Other than the 2-point conversion, they have not been able to put him the ball on a play that's going to, gain positive yards and move it down the field.
Has not caught anything in regulation. Only been targeted 4 times. From the gun, protecting back to the left. Actually, kind of the offset eye. Now look at it. Receivers out, throwing off to the right, complete. You're going to have to tell me who that's complete to.
That one went to Eder. Yes, Cameron Eder. Got some space, got the ball, but again, when it was
15 yards.
Yeah, third and 20, 15 yards still leaves you at 4th and 5 at your own 40, and so what do? You got to punt it away.
They're going to punt. They're not going to chance giving Wind River the short field. Wind River not buying it at all as they bring the returner up to play a deep safety. Snap is high, but the kick is off, and it's a rocket, and it's going to bounce down to the 10. No, not quite. Down to about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, that hit the grass and just started to die almost immediately. It looked like it was going to roll clean into the 10 side of the 10 and just didn't.
So he kicked from the 35 to about the 10 minus 2. So 40, 38 plus 15, 53 yards with the bounce.
No return.
No return, and they weren't buying it. We'll actually stay here as they're raring to go.
That's what you call it.
Having to go 87 yards to have a chance to tie or take the lead, and we're not kidding anybody. Want to say they'd go for the lead.
Yeah, they're not kidding anybody at that point right there. That is a shift in field position, but with Wind River, field position is not
as important.
You got it.
Tanner Walker under center, hands it off to Rushing, who just bulldozes his way for 8. And that's his 3rd straight carry with 8 yards, Marshall.
Yeah, and that one there, he was trying to see what he could do, gain more yards or carry more Shoshoni defenders on his back. That was a little bit of a wild adventure there for him to pick that 8 up. It was a lot to get there. So now's where it starts to wear on Shoshoni's defense.
Yeah, they've been out there quite a while. They were out there quite a while in the first quarter. Wing T for Wind River, and in motion is Snyder. They're just going to hand it up the gut, and did he get 8 again? He gets the Wind River first. Yeah, he got 8 again.
Wind River Realty first down on the 4th consecutive 8-yard run by Jeffrey Bubba Rushing. And there does come a point where, you start to wonder, is there's going to be a way to stop him as this game keeps going, because you get tired. And the more tired you get when they start running north and south on you like that, it's hard to buckle down and make the play you have to make in that situation.
It is a Wind River Realty first down, and they've had no bother getting out from the shadow of their own goal line, and there we get a flag.
Yeah, there was some definite movement that was not okay in that situation. And, again, that's the third false start we've seen, second. But you can't give up yards for nothing.
No, 5-yard penalty. That's now the fourth penalty against them, 30 yards as a whole.
Absolutely murders your drive.
So we'll get the clock back as I almost sent us to commercial by accident. Out of the wing tee, 1st and 15. They're going to swing it to Snyder. He's coming short side, near side, and he's going to lose all sorts of yardage. And this is where we'll get back on target because he lost. They're going to say he lost all of, 2. I guess he did get shoved back a couple times, so we'll give him that. It does set up
second and
about 17.
Yeah, we're just 100 miles away in Wind River play at this point. 17 is a long way.
This is way off script for the Wind River Cougars, who come out in the wing tee again. Walker sends Yates in motion. They're going to keep it. Now they pitch it to Yates. He's got some speed. He also likes to find contact, and he's going to gain about 4.
Yeah, and on that situation there, Shoshoni did a good job of sniffing that play out. They had 2 defenders. The quarterback was covered and the outside back was covered up. There really wasn't anywhere to go. The fact they got any positive yardage is a testament to hard work and fortitude there, because Shoshoni was right on top of that play.
So it'll be interesting to see here, what do you have if you're the Wind River Cougars for 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 14, long 14, short 15?
I think they pass. I think they've shown that they can
but
get
it's always
15
been
yards.
Trying to shock people.
Yeah, and I still think it's going to be shocking if they run a pass.
Wing T, they are going to look to throw, and he's going deep, and it's going to be well short and intercepted. Interception is by Caden Kissling, and he's going to get a bit of a return.
Bringing it back to the 40.
But it will be an INT as Tanner Walker just couldn't get it there.
No, I mean, they absolutely had Kyle Alatini covered, but it was a solid one-on-one situation. Alatini would have had a play on the ball. It just did not get far enough down the field for him.
So Shoshoni with a chance now to get back up by 2 scores with 1:27 here left in the third. Kissling, snap, hands it off to that's not his brother, but that is Brody Shepard, and Brody Shepard is going to gain 5.
And this is this was always the danger of getting down 2 scores. If Wind River got down 2 scores, they were going to have to take some chances to try to close that gap. And in this situation, 3rd and 15, they made a throw that resulted in a turnover. And now Shoshoni has a chance to widen that lead as we start heading towards the fourth quarter.
The thing was, that's the other thing that forced it, was not just they were within one, but penalties. A missed opportunity penalty just put them way behind the sticks. Kissling out of the pistol, takes it. Hands off to Shepard again, and Shepard's going to lose 2 or 3. He's going to lose, we'll call 2.
Yeah, and that was definitely a situation there where, Wind River had that play undercover. Eli Hill split a gap, and there was nobody to stop him.
This is the second week in a row that the running game, or the second game for us in a row, that Shoshoni's running game really has not performed. They have 6.3 yards per carry, but it's been all Caden Kissling. It has not been that Carson Kissling, Brody Shepard. They've had a hard time, longest gain of 11. They've had a hard time really getting much going. Kissling takes a snap. He rolls to his left. Now he's going to keep it. He's got some time to run, and he put some oomph into it.
He absolutely leveled Ben Snyder when Snyder went to make that tackle.
About 10, 11, call it 11 yards for Caden Kissling. It will be a Wind River Realty first down, but when we return, as it is time for the fourth quarter, Shoshoni on the move, wanting to get this win on homecoming week and avenge last year's loss. You can watch it live. Just come back with us here on 99.1 KWYW The Heat.
Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible.
Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter about to be underway. Kissling in the pistol, snaps to him. He hands it off to Shepard again. Shepard trying to bust it out through the middle and then bust outside. Gains 4.
You know, that was an excellent fake. He pulled that back from the initial handoff and then handed it over to Shepard, who was able to find a seam and move up for about 4 yards and keep the sticks moving.
You were right, actually. Well, no, they have 21.
21 plays, yeah.
21 plays. And this is where I think they'd like to have a few. Pistol formation. Offset eye behind him. 2 receivers on the near side as they're now going left to right. And that was all sorts of messed up. But Shepard able to keep on his feet and comes around to the other side. Almost falls down again. Ran forever and a day to gain about 7.
Yeah, Shepard has absolutely proven that in this game it is better to be lucky than good on some of these plays. And tough, absolutely tough, breaking through some tackling to get some freedom. But that's been a lot of Shoshoni's action this entire game for that Wind River Realty first down.
Out of the gun this time. 1 protecting back, 2 wide on each side. Kissling going to roll to his left. Completes it to Carson Kissling. And he is going to be taken down after an 7-yard passing play.
Nice little rollout pass there. Just keep them honest. Not let them start stacking the box as they're trying to extend the drive and stay in bounds. Now is when eating that clock down as they're pushing for the end zone is crucial.
Breaking the huddle, 2nd and 3. It's a long 3, but 3 nonetheless. 2 receivers on each side for Caden Kissling. Snap. He's going to throw it out to Oakley Hicks, and he's going to cut through and a touchdown.
Yeah, Oakley Hicks got a seam there on that play, and there was no stopping him once he saw the end zone.
It will be about a 9-yard touchdown pass. Just a little bubble screen, if you will. And Oakley Hicks has his first completion in regulation of the day.
You know, early in the game, we had talked about Wind River starting to put pressure on the quarterback.
Colby Brink,
kick is up.
This time better looking.
Kick is good. Now we're seeing Shoshoni's blocking figured it out.
28-14, Wind River now needs something. It needs to move with some urgency when we return on 99.1 KWYW. The Heat.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports. And welcome back. Cougars trailing 28-14 to Shoshoni here in the best small school rivalry in the state. Shoshoni looking to increase their record in the win column. Cougars gonna, if this holds, fall to 1-4 overall here in week 5. Colby Brink has it teed up, and boy, a big special teams play for the Cougars right now would go a long way for Wind River.
Absolutely, the game is not disappointed, and it's been a lot of what we've expected, but
kick is short. Is it going to go out of bounds again? It is.
It is.
And we got a really early flag or early whistle. Not quite sure what that's going to be for, unless they just knew it was going out of bounds anyway.
So that went out of bounds about the 30, so it's still going to be about a 5-yard penalty at the end of the day.
But maybe more importantly for Wind River, no time coming off the clock. If you can't get a big play, oh, nope, it's going to be more than that. There's really no penalty yards on it, but it's going to be redone, so to speak.
So it must have been an illegal procedure on the kick.
Someone left early.
Yep.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. Back them up to the 35. Wind River says kick it again. I'm not sure they actually had the option. I know at certain levels they do. So, Colby Brink will have to do this again. Now you probably don't want to send it out of bounds, especially not short.
Not at this stage. I mean, this one, put it in play and let's see where they go. And that's
this
going
one popped up. It's going to be received nicely. And to the 30, he's got all potential. He's at the 40 and a just saving tackle to stop the returner.
Eli Hill absolutely made a beautiful, beautiful move at the very beginning of that to really break and get some yardage moving. Shoshoni made an excellent, excellent tackle to really keep that from going a long way back down the field.
But at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10, that's kind of not what you wanted to do. I understand keeping it away from the deep guys, but Wind River really hasn't shown the ability to bust one, at least not against this team. And do you want to surrender that when big runs, they can get them in droves?
Yeah.
Wing T for Walker. Walker going to hand off to Rushing, and Rushing's just going to get 5 like it's easy peasy.
Yeah, more of the same, handing off to Bubba Rushing and him keeping it between the tackles, pick up 5 and keep it going. If they can keep the penalties off of them, moving down the field has not been an issue for Wind River in either half, but penalties have killed quality drives for them, and really that's what's allowed Shoshoni's defense to keep them bottled up.
30 carries for 147 yards for him. In motion is Yates. Walker going to keep. He cuts up the middle.
Oh! And that was Carlos Marufo cleaning the quarterback's plow.
But it is a Wind River Realty first down on the 6-yard carry by Tanner Walker, and he pops right back up.
Yeah.
So
nothing.
Credit him there. He took the hit, got the first down, moved the chains. Under 9 minutes now to play.
Nothing disheartens a defense like hitting the quarterback like that, and he pops up and goes, hey, that was a first down. Let's do it again.
Walker, wing T, Snyder in motion. Hands it to Bubba Rushing. Bubba Rushing straight up the middle for 7. He now has 31 carries. He's got, I put in 71, not 7.
31 carries. And
he's got 31 carries, 154 total yards.
Yeah, the offense at this point is literally being driven by Bubba Rushing.
Hold on real quick. We have a flag that we didn't see. We'll have to adjust the clock. It is against Shoshoni.
And it looked like a personal foul.
So that's going to be a 15-yarder variety, it looks like. No. Well, it will be if they just decline the play. Oh, there they go. They keep going.
They just keep walking.
So, yeah, it is a 15-yard penalty against Shoshoni. I'm guessing a late hit or something of that nature. and it gives first and 10 at about the 23-yard line. It is a Wind River Realty first down after that. Snap, hands to Bubba Rushing, and he's going to get 7 or 8.
Absolutely. Looking at some of this, and it's just, Bubba Rushing is moving
7.
the ball down the field pretty aggressively between the tackles. And it's not that Shoshoni's not trying to make a play. They're on him. But go ahead.
In the red zone now from the 14. Walker under center in that wing T. Going in motion is Yates. They're going to hand it to Bubba Rushing. This time he stopped for a little bit, Marshall, but he gets the 2.
Yeah, and
3.
And they got him low, which, again, as he's starting to get going, he was moving a little bit east and west on that one instead of north and south, and he was able to be brought down with a low tackle.
So bring up 3rd and 1. So as we're about to tick under 7.5 to play, 4 down territory, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't go either Walker or Rushing. I don't think they can stop it up the middle twice. Let's see here, though. From the wing tee, Walker going to keep it, and I'm pretty sure he got it. They're going to whistle it for a stop here.
Yeah, and they're starting to play some aggressive football here as we're getting late in the game.
We're waiting to see the chains here. Yeah, it should be fairly easy. It is.
It is first down.
First down. It'll be just outside of the 10, so they can get it. It'll be a 1-yard gain by Tanner Walker, and that's all they really needed.
Yeah, so this Wind River Realty first down, what are you thinking? Run up the middle?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if they do anything else. But time is becoming a factor, obviously. Walker, man in motion, now comes back. That's Snyder. Snap. That just didn't look good, but they get to Rushing. And Rushing is going to Okay, now it's this blocker who's running in. It is a 5-yard gain, though, for him.
Yeah, his blocker managed to go almost untouched to the end zone, and Rushing was brought down about the 6, maybe 5. And so that's going to bring it up to 2nd and 5-ish.
Yeah, 5-yard gain by Rushing. If he can wrap his arms around it, you're on for a ride. 2nd and 5. They only need 6 to score, and that one's not going to do it. Although, even though he looks like he gets tripped up, look how much he got right to almost the first down mark.
Yeah.
4. I mean, they are just riding this kid. He now has, and did we just have a timeout? We did. It looks like someone's coming off with a very painful arm injury. And they whistle the clock back into motion. It'll be 3rd and 2. And this one's going to be Tanner Walker, I think. See if you can eye the – no, that's not – that's Bubba Rushing.
Jeffrey Rushing, he managed to get a split through the defense that was almost as big as when you came across the Red Sea with Moses. That was pretty impressive.
When I came across the Red Sea?
Well, you're older than me, so I wasn't there.
See how it is. 28-20. Touchdown by Rushing after about a 5-yard gain as to where they were. He now has 2 on the day. He has 177 yards worth of rushing, 36 carries, going for 2. This one not consequential, but it's going to be a toss to Yates, and he's just going to march in for a 2-yard gain and get the 2. So while they didn't have to have this one, and the pros and low, they don't go for 2 until you have to.
Right.
Well, they don't have much of a choice. It does take a little bit of pressure if they can get the ball back, that they just have to get the touchdown to go into overtime.
Yeah, they're at the place right now where getting a stop is crucial if they are going to stay in this game. This isn't over yet, folks.
No, all 3 timeouts left for Wind River. And you go back to that, the kick was going out of bounds to begin with. Procedure penalty, backs them up 5 yards. They kick it out of bounds again. It's at the 45.
Yeah.
And short field for Wind River. And that's, while Wind River can march down a field, they've shown that tonight, what you do by giving them that is it takes less time. Instead of a 7-8 minute drive, they ran about a 4-minute drive.
Yeah, they gave them 30 yards on that play between the kickoff and then the personal foul penalty. It shortened Wind River's entire drive by probably 2 minutes.
So that's what you would expect here between two arch rivals.
Absolutely. We are ready to get into the nitty-gritty. It is crunch time for this one. Buckle your seatbelts because this drive right here, this is crunch time for both teams.
Braxton Dow will tee it Braxton Dow will tee it up. We know Shoshoni's fresh. I mean, they've got 20-some-odd plays compared to, heck, to put it in perspective, 36 alone for just Jeffrey rushing is more than the entire team for the Wranglers. Kick kind of a dead duck, but it's going to bounce free at 30-29. They got to fall on it.
And
he misses it.
That was super close right there. Wind River almost came up with that.
Not a great play by Corbin Brown there to say anything, but it'll be first down from the about 22-yard line of Shoshoni for the Wranglers. And right now they just need to string some first downs together, but more importantly, you need to win first down.
Yes.
Do not get behind the sticks. Because the success while Shoshoni leads, the success of their offense has been kind of up and down. It's been kind of a roller coaster at times where it's big plays and then negatives or penalties or whatnot. So out of the gun, two protecting backs, snap is to Kissling. He's going to hand it off to Shepard, and Shepard is going to get tracked down after a gain of 1. Great defense there by the Cougars.
Yeah, Bubba Rushing stepped up and made that tackle, and if he had not, that absolutely would have been an easy 5 to 7 yard gain. They still win first down. They got positive yards. They keep the clock moving. They didn't end up behind the sticks, but they definitely wanted way more for that play.
To be ahead of the to win second down, they've got to get 4. You do not want 3rd and 9.
No, they need to get 4 on this one. Try to get it to 3rd and 5 and make it a reasonable play.
This time he's going with 2 wide receivers out to his left, 2 protecting backs for Caden Kissling. Snap. He gets kind of turned around, almost sacked. Now he gets away, and now he's got room to run and drugged down by the arm, and you do wonder how badly that could hurt.
Oh, a heartbeat.
They're going to say he was brought down inside. It's going to be a gain of about 7. And they had the sack there, sadly, did Wind River, but unable to complete it. The first guy, second guy, the guy who dove, just don't dive.
Don't dive.
You know if you could reach him, and he was a good 2 yards outside of you. So you might have to chase down because you never know. You might not get him, but there's a fumble snap. And was it a bad snap?
It was high. The snap was high, and he kind of tapped it, but he was able to pull it down and
4-yard gain by Caden Kissling. Good smarts there.
So the most successful plays Shoshoni has had the entire night offensively with this Wind River Realty first down have all been busted plays.
So now you start wondering, will Coach Frederick start going into the timeouts after this play? Because they are staying in the huddle a little ways. I don't quite honestly, and maybe they could, but so far tonight, I don't think Shoshoni can go one-dimensional yet. Out of the gun, and that almost looks like a bad one. Brody Shepard gets a hold of it, and he gets taken down after a gain of about 3.5. We'll call it 4 for Shepard.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed on that play was, Bubba Rushing met him at the hole, but when you have a player who's playing both ways, who's carried the ball, 11 billion times, there is a point where you just start to wear thin, and on the defensive side, I think we're starting to see that a little bit as they slip through the grasp on that play.
Tight formation, but for the gun, Caden Kissling's going to keep it, and he's going to get free. He's going to gain, call it 5 more to make it 3rd and short. Great second effort by the tall drink-of-water quarterback, Caden Kissling.
Yeah. He carried Braxton Dow down the field, but Dow was not turning loose either. That was definitely the immovable force and the unstoppable. What is it? The irresistible force, the unmovable object.
Immovable, not unmovable.
Immovable, yeah.
Object.
That's exactly what they were doing right there, is experiencing that in real time.
So the way Frederick has chosen to use the timeouts, probably going to have to, if they get the first here, he's probably going to have to let first down go, and then he's going to have to start calling them.
Yeah.
To be able to stop that clock. But huge third down here for both teams. Snap. They're going to look to toss it to Shepard, and he's going to get wrapped up for fumble. Fumble. It's on the ground and recovered by Wind River. And
oh my goodness. And that's one of those where trying to push for the extra yard, trying to push for something more, ultimately resulted in putting the ball on the ground at the worst time possible for Shoshoni.
It's going to be a minus 5-yard run. That's one of those you just got to give up.
Yeah.
You just got to give up because it was a great stop. And then when he spun him around, and now again, but hey, you got to put it, especially playing both ways, put it in the background. 2:32 left, and great field position for the Cougars. Handoff to Bubba Rushing, go figure, and he's going to get 5 right off the bat.
Yeah,
go figure.
But Wind River has got to play with more urgency now than they did at the end of the first half. They have 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Here, the great part for them is because of that fumble, no timeouts had to be used. They got all 3.
Yep.
They can run their offense, and you know what they're thinking. Let's take it in, go for 2, win, walk off this field, and heartbreak Shoshoni for the second home game in a row. And do we have a fumble down here too? No. Everybody was diving for it. It looks like it was given to Bubba Rushing again. Yeah, Bubba Rushing's just going to wear his legs out at this point. He gains 4 as we're under a minute 50. Because you know what they're perfectly fine with the clock, I think, at this point, knowing they have 3 timeouts. Now, I'm not sure I'd be taking this long in the huddle.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this is absolutely draining the lifeblood of their game down.
I think both defenses tired enough. They do not want to give it back. Pitches to Holden Yates.
Holden Yates has a little bit of room.
He's going to get the first. He gains about 3, does Holden Yates. Wind River Realty first down, and we're going to have our first timeout. And we've got, looks like Holden Yates is down. Let's get the clock right back here where it needs to be. And I think it's Holden Yates. I'm not 100% sure.
That's who it looked like to me.
We have an injury timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on Wire Today.
Proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
And welcome back. Looks like Holden Yates looked like a cramp. He's favoring his leg, but they were stretching it out. And now, unlike college now, and pros under a certain amount of time, injury timeout goes against your timeouts. Not so in high school. So, you know, and we're not saying the kid fell down like Ole Miss Rebels do. Oh, did I say that out loud? We're not saying that at all. He's definitely cramped up.
Now they're calling a timeout.
Now Wind River is calling a timeout. So it's not an injury timeout, but they're going to take one. They want to get, my guess is, Marshall, we'll stick with it for a second. My guess is they're calling several plays.
Yeah.
Because they're not one to, and they're not close enough now. If they're at the 5, this might be a time, minute 19 left, where you see Shoshoni's coach Trumbler go, hey, just let him get in. Get us the ball back.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's hard to say because it's a 6-point game. But they don't need the 2 to tie it. So,
that's right.
You know, you just, I don't know. It'd be a whole lot easier to call if it was 7. But they are far enough out. But this is exactly what we talked about. This is exactly what we expect in a week with Riverton and Lander square off. A tight game. The crowd getting into it here, chanting defense.
These are literally two teams standing on a dime, giving each other their best shots at this point.
Tanner Walker going from the wing tee. Of course, he's got Bubba Johnson, but he doesn't have Holden Yates. He does have Snyder. They're going to hand it to Bubba, and he's going to gain all of. Goodness, he gains 3.
He got 3. There was nothing there, and he got 3.
He just leans forward. They called the quit play. They get right back out there. Hand it off to Bubba Rushing up the middle. He's going to gain 4 more.
Looks like 4 more, yeah. He's right there, looking like 3rd and maybe 3 here.
What are you doing?
Okay. The clock is now running.
You got 2 timeouts left. 3rd and 3.
You better find a way here.
Snap is above Rushing.
They found the way.
First down.
First down with the clock stopping, just over 38 seconds to go inside the 10-yard line.
So he gained about 8. So, and they are going to call the timeout. We'll take this one with them and be right back here on 99.1 KTAK.
Holy smokes.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your...
They're going to need 44.
And welcome back here, coming out of this timeout. Wind River Cougars with 1 timeout, and they've got a first down at the 9. Down really doesn't matter.
No.
You do wonder, will they try and work the outside with one of those? I'm doubting we'll see Yates, but do you work it outside with Ben Snyder with the whole thing of get what you can and then get out of bounds? Or do you just go, Jeffrey Rushing, you've carried the ball 41 times. You have 201 yards. We're riding you all the way back to Pavilion.
That's it.
So just get on there.
Give him the ball. Give him the ball, get down tight, and see what he can do at this stage of the game.
38.5 left. Walker under center, and flag.
That's going to be the worst thing ever. False start.
And the weird part is, I just don't know what he saw because I didn't see them as set yet.
I didn't
Walker
see them
was
as
not under center yet, but still nonetheless, it'll be a 5-yard penalty. And now it changes some things from 9 yards to 14. So the crowd got loud and maybe affected it a little bit. The Wind River, we got Wind River people scattered throughout. Some over there. I'm surprised that we don't have more of them, but you know, this was originally scheduled for a Thursday night, so now it's a Friday night. Edward, I need you to center that ball, please. Thank you. Cuts inside, and then they're gonna say he stayed in. And we'll get the clock stopped here as they'll call their timeout. And that's just a little bit of a problem for Snyder as he was headed the right direction to get out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
he
just didn't.
Didn't get there. You got to get out of bounds on that play. Now they are out of timeouts.
We'll take the break with them. We'll be right back. 29.2 left. Wind River trying to drive for the tie and possibly the win on 99.1 KWYW.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
And welcome back out of this timeout. Boy, do we have a nail-biter here. Shoshoni, of course, already experienced a heartbreaker here against Lingle Fort Laramie, and now potentially against their arch rival for a second year in a row. On paper, they've been the favorite both years.
Yeah, this is definitely where it comes down. Inside the 10,
Snap. They're going to hand it to Rushing. He's going to get stood up, and they're going to have to hurry. He gains about 2. Actually gained way more than that. Gained about 4. But 17 seconds left. Snap. Handed off to Rushing. Did he get in? No, he did not. They've got to hurry with 7 seconds, 6 seconds. They're getting lined up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They got it off, but no time. And Shoshoni's going to win. And that is just a mistake on the whole sideline, quite honestly, of Wind River. You did not have time. You had to run a play.
That's right. You had to run the play, and they did not do it.
Well, hold on here. Referees have not left the field. Refs haven't left the field yet. So they're lighting the R, but it's interesting. So hold on. They've lit the S for Shoshoni, as you can see. Thanks for the great shot there, Declan. Zoom in if this is indeed game, but let's see here. I'm guessing it's game, but I've never seen refs just take their time like this.
Yeah.
It's over. They're
it's
laughing.
over. They're over. So you can zoom in the camera on that burning S, bud.
So
right on the top, just pull it over.
A heartbreaker for Wind River. Some clock management issues down the stretch, and it ends 28-22. What a thrilling game to end here, as they light the S on fire. As I said, they go, how big is the rivalry? I was like, well, the home team wins. They light stuff on fire.
That's what you count on there. That's a real mark of a rivalry. And so, yeah, that's
setting things on fire.
That's it, man.
So when we return, it'll be time for the Click It or Ticket postgame show. What an ending here on 99.1 KWYW, the Heat.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, Olé! Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Boy,
that was fantastic.
28-22 is your final here. And, wow, Wind River going to get stonewalled at the 4-yard line. Doubly so, quarterback, just can't blame Tanner, really. Didn't know what to do after that point. Bubba Rushing, Shoshoni found a way to stop him there, and time running out, you can't spike it. Doubly so because it's 4th down, but down really wasn't going to matter, more the clock. And so Shoshoni able to hold on here and get revenge for last year. But boy, it wasn't easy.
2 unforced errors in the last minute of the game is ultimately the difference of this game. A false start when the quarterback he didn't even appear to be set. Absolutely backed him up an additional 5 yards, and then not getting out of bounds when Ben Snyder went to the outside. He went to contact instead of going out of bounds to stop the clock. Those 2 unforced errors limited exactly what they could do in that last 38 seconds of the game, and really prevented them from, I think, really running the offense they wanted to run.
Absolutely, and this doesn't happen if Shoshoni still, while they were able to hold it at bay for most of the game and get the lead, this doesn't happen without a critical fumble. So when we go to the stats, Wind River offensively, 355 to 237 on the total yards. Both teams punted twice. Penalty yardage, 35 for Wind River, 44 against Shoshoni. When you look at Wind River stats, 2 of 5 passing, critical interception, but they were looking to go 4th and long, so threw it up. Just didn't get it there. But 2 of 5, only 68 yards, 1 touchdown to Kai Alatini, because that's about all they throw to. And in all fairness, that's what they want to do. 63 carries, 287 yards, 4.6 yards per carry. 2 total touchdowns, both of those by Jeffrey Rushing, who finishes the night with 205 yards on 42 carries, and he is going to be our Gatorade good sport / great effort of the game. They rode him. I think they're probably just riding on his back all the way back to Pavilion, too.
I thought I saw him picking a couple of them up and starting to head towards the road there, just 2 feet, one in front of the other. It's kind of like the old story of Bronco Nagurski just marching down the field 3 yards at a time, and literally we watched that happen over and over in this game.
So 4 of 8 on third down for Wind River, the most critical being that 8th one. That didn't get in the end zone, and then 1 of 4, most critical one being the last one as well on 4th down.
Yep.
So as we look at Shoshoni, 237 total yards, 6 of 11 through the air was Caden Kissling. Just really couldn't get overly consistent. 136 yards, but did have the 2 TDs. Of course, the big one being the 91-yarder to Carson Kissling. Carson Kissling finishes with 2 receptions, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. On the ground, it was Caden Kissling pretty much scrambling for 70 yards, and then Carson Kissling with only 1 of 3. But our Papa Murphy's player of the game, unless I get overruled here, is going to be the guy I just mentioned, who not only had the big, huge, long 91-yard touchdown, made his brother look good.
Yeah.
Because the ball was only in the air like 13 yards.
No doubt. No doubt.
And then, of course, had the 80-plus yard touchdown run, which now is the difference in the game. That
Absolutely.
Special teams has a way, everybody thinks of them as third or less important, a lot of people, has a way of coming back, and it did tonight.
Yep.
Of course, they did have the 1 turnover. They didn't face a whole lot of third downs. They didn't run a whole lot of plays. I mean,
total they ran about half of what Jeffrey Rushing did just getting the ball, and so Wind River did what they wanted to do. Shoshoni was able to bust some big plays.
31 total plays.
That's wild. 31
total plays. They faced 3 first downs, 1 of 3, or third downs, 1 of 3, and they are 0 of 1 on 4th. So, again, your final score here. He's our Papa Murphy's player of the game. I just said that.
Yes.
Yeah, Carson Kissling, congratulations. Had a great game, and really it came down to, it was going to be a matchup of styles make fights. And unfortunately, just like in fighting, starts on the feet, and one punch can knock you out. And that's really a couple of headshots by Carson Kissling and this Shoshoni defense, the offense. The explosive plays are what won this game.
Yeah.
Because in rounds 2 through 11, outside of round 12 and round 1, boy, it was body blow after body blow from Wind River.
Yeah.
As they amassed yards. They just had a hard time in between the first quarter and the fourth quarter, in the second half. Second quarter, kind of slow for them. But they executed their game plan. They did exactly what they wanted to do, and on paper had a shot at it. Unfortunately, what makes it great for us, not for half the people listening and the other half for the other team, is that's the difference in your ball game right there. Shoshoni with a goal line type stand holds them out. Penalty being huge, but still, Bubba Rushing at that point was getting like 8 yards per carry, and they found a way to stop him on that last attempt.
Yep. 2 runs inside of 7 yards. They were able to stop him just short of the end zone, and that's what they were demanded to do in that moment.
Yeah, it's one of those things, too. When you run the wing team, when you're an option team, when you don't throw it at all, really, or very, very rarely, you're one-dimensional. That team knows, okay, it's going to be hard. Bubba's huge. Bubba's strong. But we know he's getting the ball.
Yeah.
And there's no surprises there. And, Coach Frederick likes to run on offense that's very similar, and it's very effective for him, to the Nebraska Cornhuskers of the mid-'90s, who were basically – Wind River's done the same thing, especially in their biggest years, which is, here's what we're going to do. Stop it.
Yep.
And you don't. And in fairness to them, Shoshoni really didn't stop it.
No. I mean, you're absolutely called it. Everything we checked off and said this game would be what was necessary to have happen. We saw all of that unfold in different facets. Wind River absolutely executed their game plan. They did the things they needed to do offensively. They came up a little short. No shame in that. And Shoshoni absolutely got what they had to do defensively done in order to make this happen.
And here's the really weird part about it all, and it benefits us who all have, and people who came to the game who got to go to work tomorrow. What just happened?
They're doing a short scrimmage between JV teams, I believe.
Okay. I think they did this last year, too. Well, that wasn't a good start for the Shoshoni quarterback. But, no, you don't have to worry about Declan's JV. But this is the greatness of when you call a team who runs the wing T. We're done with our post game, and it took 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Yeah,
total. From kickoff to end. We want to thank Leanne Sanderson back at the mothership for keeping us on the air. For junior cameraman Declan Whitaker, for Marshall Whitaker, this has been Kevin Shields. We'll see you next time on 99.1 KWYW The Heat. It'll be 2 o'clock on Friday, by the way. Du Bois hosting encampment, and then we are going to try, assuming nothing weird happens in the Du Bois game, we'll run down and see Shoshoni at Wyoming Indian right after that. So a doubleheader of Game of the Weeks next week on WYO Today.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store